What would be a recent content marketing success that you'd say you enjoy?
Well, I'm gonna unfortunately start this this podcast with a little bit of a humble brag, because it's different because, and I want to talk about this one because it was one where I was actually really surprised by the results, like pleasantly surprised by the results, more so than anything else that I've sort of put out there into the world in the last few years. Um, and that was a post that I did. This is for me as my sort of personal brand, right? Like I went to a conference, and this woman did a nice little presentation on personal brand. I started thinking to myself as a sort of marketer, okay, well, what is my personal brand? I wonder what my target audience thinks my personal brand is. So I actually did a post on LinkedIn that basically just asked people like, what is the Jason Tsai brand, right? Like, what are the three words that you think of when you see my name? Um, and this post just crushed everything else that I've really ever done in terms of LinkedIn comments and shares and all that good stuff. Um, and I think that thinking about it from a marketer perspective, um, what I think it was a good example of, sort of in retrospect, right? Of this, I'm not pretending that I was so smart that I kind of put these things together before I did it, but it was sort of involving the audience, right? It follows a lot of those kind of best practices of good content marketing, right? It's like involving the audience, and ultimately helping or enabling them to to spread the good word about me, right? As thinking about myself as the product, or the thing that we're trying to sell, um, and it was in their own words and all that good stuff, and it was super successful. Like I said, like probably a good 5x my next closest post in terms of performance.